Welcome to Subramani. I have been asked a question which I normally don't answer. Saying is Indigo airline a good buy? So first the caveat: I have shares in Indigo. I bought it at a very low price, maybe a starting price of 800, but I'm still a buyer. So I could be doing an SIP in it. So that is a vested interest. So I am interested in the price of the share going up. Having heard this, now whenever somebody asks, is Indigo share worth buying or things like that, I keep wondering whether what is the question which is in people's mind. So I thought I'll break up the question as is Indigo doing more international flying now compared to last year, and is this increasing profits, right? Therefore, is the share worth buying? So I've just twisted it a little bit, saying is international flying increasing? The answer is yes. Indigo is conducting significantly more international flying in 2025 compared to the same period in 2024. But please remember, when a company launches international flights, it does not make profits from day one. Of course, it is profitable. It is more profitable than flying 2 hours in India. If they're flying, say, 6 7 hours, say, to Turkey or to Nairobi, obviously it's more profitable. There's more time that you're in the air, and obviously, as more number of passengers fly there and pay more, you become more profitable. And even the same food which you're selling for, say, 200 rupees, you suddenly start selling for $10. So again, that also contributes. Obviously, you pay a little more to your staff, but still it is more profitable to fly international, especially for a country which has got a little weak currency. So you're spending in rupees and you're earning in dollars, you're spending in rupees, you're earning in any other currency, and it is assumed that those currencies will be stronger than the rupee. Therefore, the profitability goes up. Now, let us look at some of the numbers. As of June 2025, which I could get details, Indigo served 36 international destinations, which increased to 43 by September 2025. So you see that 7 new destinations have been added, like Manchester, Amsterdam, and London Heathrow. Now, these are significantly profitable locations to go to, and a lot of Indians who are maybe a little bit price conscious, very likely that they will stick to Indigo. At least they know that the food will be bearable compared to some of the cheaper airlines. This represents a net additional of 7 overseas routes, and since March 2025, which is building on plans announced in 2024. I have not yet got access to their 2025 plan, so I do not know how it is going to change, how much more growth is going to happen. So let us look also at the capacity growth, because Indigo is still a very fast growing airline. It grows at 25-30%, so which is justifying perhaps the P of 35. International available seat kilometers, that is one way of finding out how much more capacity is being added, grew by 35%, 34.9% year on year in late Jan 2025, with the full fiscal FY25 ending March 2025 showing a lower but a positive increase. The percentage is lower, but it is a positive increase. The international share of ASK rose from 23% to 27% in FY24, and the management has guided for double-digit growth capacity in FY26. I don't have those numbers, but including new European routes through via lease lines and the new A321 XLR deliveries, which should start in the Q4 of FY26. There is still some time to go, but yeah, that will also start. Fleet operations: Indigo now operates 2,200 daily flights with a focus on international expansion, supported by 920 aircraft orders, aiming for a fleet of around 600 by 2030, out of which 40% will be allocated to international routes. Recent launches include services to Greece and UAE, where they were tripled flights in the 2 years, right? And Asian markets like Saudi Arabia. This expansion is driven by factors like growing Indian middle class, a lot of Indians who are traveling, right? So I know family get-togethers are being held in Masai Mara, right? Nairobi. You go to Nairobi, some 45 people for one family are meeting in Masai Mara. Earlier it used to happen that so many people are meeting in Dubai or London, but now, yeah, we are adding esoteric locations for family meets, etc., which is the reason why all this expansion is happening. Is the share a good buy? I think the share will continue to do well because it will grow at 30% and the PE is also 30%. So it's not cheap by any standards, but at 5,500, it is not too bad a buy too. It should be a part of your core portfolio like an HDFC Bank or an ICICI Bank or maybe even State Bank of India. This is all, this is part of the Indian infrastructure. Can you imagine an infrastructure company not investing in airline, right? So it's got a head and shoulder advantage over the other airlines. So it looks good to me. This is how I would go about making a research report on Indigo. So to me, the story is international growth, and international growth initially when it happens, it's not as profitable. 6 months, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months into it, it gets more profitable. And this Indigo keeps adding further destinations, and now they're getting bigger aircraft, so it will become more profitable. To me, it's a good buy, but like I said, I'm biased. Thank you.